This is Chef Chris with Market Street. Today I'm here with Steven, our produce manager here at Market Street, and he's going to take us a little bit through some of his produce department. Steven, what do you look for when you look for a nice ripe tomato?
Well, Chris, I look for, of course, the firmness of a tomato. You don't want it to be too squishy or else it would be difficult to cut. And also looking for that color, more red color to it.
You see down here we have Roma tomatoes. We've got some beautiful vine ripe tomatoes. I know that these Roma tomatoes are great for sauces, using for different sauces.
Sure.
Heirloom tomatoes, you just brought these in. These are just beautiful. You see the color.
Very colorful.
I enjoy using these for salads, just fresh as it is, cutting them in half, throwing some fresh mozzarella, olive oil, salt, pepper.
And with these, the difference between these is maybe these are going to be usually softer sometimes. And that's okay, because a lot of the flavor comes out when they're soft.
Okay, now we're in the potato section. Now, Steven, what do you look for when you're looking for a nice quality potato?
You want to start out with the firm. You want a firm potato. You want, usually you can tell where there's eyes, but you definitely don't want no sprouts on any of the potatoes.
Okay.
Also, dark colored spots is one thing you don't want.
Sweet potatoes, also great for baking. I know that they are a complex carbohydrate, so people that are watching what they eat as far as a low carb or a complex carbohydrates, these are a great alternative.
Exactly. Sure.
Okay, Steven, now we're in one of the most popular areas of the store, at least my favorite, it's onion. What do you look for when you're looking for a quality onion?
Again, I look for firmness.
Okay.
You definitely don't want no dark colored spots, any sprouts coming out of the ends.
Okay.
Since they do come in a big bag or a box, they usually get damaged. So you definitely don't want any dents or anything in them.
Okay, so they can bruise as well.
Exactly.
Then. Okay. And then we move into a red onion.
Yeah, the red onions we usually use, you can eat them raw. You see them in salads or in sandwiches.
Okay, yeah, it's really popular for sandwiches. Okay.
Sure.
And then we have white onions, and typically I find these a little milder than other onions.
They are.
So they're great for things like pico de gallo and salads as well, correct?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
And then shallots.
Yeah, a shallot, which is a mix between an onion and a garlic, sort of say. So.
Okay, so it's a mix between onion and garlic, and I typically find has a bit milder onion flavor than if you wanted to use just an onion.
It does.
It works great for a lot of different dishes. I use it in different vinaigrettes and those things. So, okay, Steven, now we're in the melon section, and it's pretty funny how you see some of our guests. They'll do crazy things to try to find out the best melon. I see them thumping them, smelling them, feeling them. What's the best way to tell if a melon's ripe and ready to go?
Well, you definitely want the color. I know depends on which melon it is. Say, for example, the cantaloupe. You do want a little firmness. Not, sometimes it's soft is okay. A little soft to the touch, barely.
Okay.
The smell. Usually, the cantaloupe has the best smell, the best fragrant.
Okay, so if it's more fragrant, probably the more ripe it's going to be. So smell's a good indicator. Mm-hmm. Okay.
They start turning more yellow. Instead of green, the green turns yellow.
Okay, so more of a yellowish tan color rather than the green, kind of similar to this one. One thing I find a lot too, this is not really a dark spot, but when you see scarring and things like that, I typically pick that one because I find they're a bit sweeter or more ripe.
They are.
And again, you want a little bit of give to that, and I find that they're more ripe.
The biggest thing I look for in mushrooms is dryness. You definitely don't want no dryness in the mushrooms. You want to keep that moisture in. That way they'll cook a lot better and have that flavor.
Okay.
You also want to have a closed mushroom like that.
Okay, where the gills are not showing.
Exactly.
Okay, that means it's a lot fresher if they're closed.
Exactly.
Okay. Again, probably nice firm. You don't want any soft spots in the mushroom,
yes, sir.
right?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
Okay. These are your large portobellos.
Yes, sir.
Again, looking for quality. I guess you just want nice, even gills with no soft spots on top. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And these tend to dry a lot faster than the other ones. So kind of look for, I guess, like this, more. It just looks fresh. Usually you can tell when it's dry, when everything's breaking off and there's just nothing.
Probably starts to curl up really quickly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks a lot for spending time with us today, Steven. Appreciate the tips.
My pleasure.
All these tips that we reviewed today are available at digindfw.com. Come by and see Steven, and he'll help you pick out the right produce.